You're killing it. And I like the view, man.
Yeah,
Your
it's
view.
pretty nice out.
Damn, that's really nice. All right, brother. Let's start.
Let's do it.
Thank you so much for joining us, brother. And I really appreciate that. You're taking your time. Come up and make this happen.
Yes, sir.
Who's John?
All right, so John is a 18-year-old from Ohio. He's about to graduate high school, converted to Islam 2 months ago, and he likes YouTube, and he's joined the Air Force in August.
But why did you choose Islam?
So I was previously...
Just tell me the whole story.
All right, so I was raised Christian, hopping around churches. I think we stayed at like 4 churches for a long time. So like we went to the Catholic Church till I was 8. Then we went to Assembly of God for a few years. Then we went to a Church of Christ. Then we went to a Methodist church. But we're just hopping around churches, and everyone's like, we're the one true church. And then all the other churches are going to get you to hell. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to read the Bible. So when I was 12 years old, I started reading the whole entire Bible, 2 chapters a day. And at age 14, I finished. And then I actually lost faith in Christianity because I saw a difference in the teachings. So the church and the Bible are 2 different teachings. So I'm like, I'm not going to be Christian anymore. They don't follow their book.
Wow.
And then I was non-religious for the next 4 years. And then around October of 2022, I started working out and fixing my life again because I was destroying it during like quarantine and stuff like that.
Right.
But I had to start training for the Air Force, and then I'd listen to like self-improvement guys on YouTube because I've always loved watching YouTube.
Right.
So I'd watch like David Goggins.
That's my man right there.
He's a good man, bro.
No,
One
man.
of his books.
I like, which one you have?
I have Can't Hurt Me. I read that twice. Then I got Never Finish, which is his newer book. I read that once.
I never read his book. I will try. I'll try
Yeah,
to
I'll
read
send
his
you
book.
it if you really want it.
I want that so bad.
I'll get it to you. So,
Yeah.
I read David Goggins' books. Of course, Andrew Tate was trending at the time, so I saw all of his Shabil.
That's the G
And
right there.
then the top G.
Yeah.
And then I actually started exercise routine in December, and I kept that going for 70 days. And like, it opens up your mind so much.
Right.
Like, I'd run around the farm. I'd do like
Wow.
Air Force workouts, like
What?
push-ups, sit-ups, you know. And then I converted to Islam after like my family and friends are like, you need God in your life. You're gonna struggle at boot camp if you have no higher purpose. You're
Right, that's true.
gonna feel alone. So I started re-exploring Christianity, but then I remembered why I left Christianity, and then I stopped looking into Christianity, and then I was kind of looking at like the atheist side of things because
Right.
like I'm always like skeptical of like whatever people say. But then Islam is like also debunking Christianity, and then like it answered like all the misconceptions, like the God is one, the virtue signaling of Jesus isn't how you get to heaven, it's your good deeds and
Right, yeah. Like,
helping others. And I'm like, this makes sense. This is gonna help my life. I know there's one God because anything else will contradict itself. I'm like, is there anyone else preaching one God? Not really. Not a universal message. It's not like Judaism's like for Jewish people, but Islam is like the only global religion that
Right.
believes in one God. And their community is obviously like really amazing. So I've been practicing Islam ever since, and then the YouTube channel's been my journey.
oh yeah, but like, who did you like watch before like getting into Islam? Like, did you like watch like some other scholars or?
Yeah, I'd watch like it's like I'd hear like, so Andrew Tate talked about Islam, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look into it. I don't really trust what you're saying about, but I'm gonna look into it because I've never really explored it.
Right.
Hamza on YouTube, he has like a whole self-improvement channel, and he was raised
Yeah,
in a Muslim
Hamza. Yeah,
family.
yeah. No, yeah,
So
like
they got me started on looking into it, but the scholars that actually like elevate it would be like Dr. Zakir Naik.
like a ride. Yep.
Who's that guy in the One Message Foundation?
Who's that one, Mr. Foundation? I don't know who's that is.
Well, there's also a guy on YouTube. He has like all the hadiths in a book library. So I watched him. And I'm like, he's really knowledgeable.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just looking over like all the scholarly sources on YouTube. But like Dr. Zakir Naik, when he was debunking the Bible, I'm like, dude, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I love Dr. Zakir Naik because like, I used to watch like his some of his videos a lot before. Yeah, but like how okay like and how do you feel like before Islam, like your life and right now? Like, what's the big difference?
So before Islam, life was kind of like you just don't want to be around because like you look towards the future and then you just see hardship and then you just want to go back to playing video games and eating pizza rolls because you know in a couple months you're going to be getting the basic training and suffering. So you're like, it's kind of like living the moment, like just it's short-minded or short-sighted. But now with like Islam, like I know every day I'm putting out a good message for people.
A lot.
And I
thank you for that, man. Thank you so much for that, brother.
Yeah, no problem. So like I know, like if I died tomorrow, I know I did something productive today,
right,
to make someone else's life better. Because the YouTube channel is what's going to be around after my passing.
Exactly, and it's going to benefit the people.
And it's not going to benefit me if I just profit off the YouTube channel to do it just for business purposes. But if you put out a good message, like I try not to edit my videos and make it like a content.
I understand.
But like I know I'm putting good work out there, and I know I'm making today the most it can be, and I wasn't doing that before. And Islam just set the precedent of like what I want the future to be.
Yeah, and I keep
also the Brotherhood. No one talks about the Brotherhood.
Exactly, yeah, the Brotherhood.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like when I released the first video, I got like 100 emails like, "Mashallah, brother, you're welcome to visit anytime. Join the mosque. We're here.
Wow,
we'd love to help you." It's just amazing.
That's beautiful, man. And how do you feel like when you see those kind of messaging like popping up?
Dude, I want to see him right away. Awesome.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like, that is really great. And okay, just let me ask you this. Like, I keep asking like so many people, and they say like if you ask 100 people this question, maybe 2 or 3 they may get it right. John, what's the purpose of life?
To serve Allah. Well, to worship Allah, because everything else we do here is just fun and enjoyment. If we don't worship God, then we just ignored our purpose.
Wow, you blow up my mind, bro. That's yeah, right. And just tell me, what is the matrix?
The matrix? I see it like the everyday life, kind of like the 9 to 5. It's kind of just the week routine that you have to go through just to survive. Like the matrix for me was going to school until I'm 18 and just putting up with everyone else's garbage. But when you start thinking for yourself and improving yourself outside of requirements, that's how you escape the matrix.
And do you see yourself like going to college or not?
No.
Why?
I actually took college courses in high school.
Wow.
And so I have like 30 college credits, and I hate the routine. The routine ultimate matrix. It's terrible, bro.
Yeah, school is a real matrix.
Yeah, but I have the option to go back. Like with the Air Force, I'll get like a GI Bill, whatnot. But I don't think I'm going back.
Like to the school?
Or like taking college courses.
But like why? Like what's the real reason that like you don't want to put yourself to school? I
always wanted to travel and meet people. Like YouTube's like big passion of mine, and college it just reminds me of just like high school. Like here's your homework. I also made a video explaining why I'm not going to college, and
I saw that video. Yeah.
Drop out. Half of them get addicted to drugs or alcohol, and only 1 out of 6 people get their dream job. So I'm like, why do I want to risk it? especially like financially speaking. Like I don't come from a rich family, but I don't understand like why even a rich family would put their kid in college if
Mm-hmm.
the odds are against them, and it's just going to degrade your character.
Right. But like, if you okay, like right now, like if we say like this is success and this is Islam, like okay, like how do you see this? I'm like yeah, like right now, like you keep seeing that like so many like successful people, they're just trying to talk about Islam, and they're trying to compare like being success. You have to get together with like with Islamic discipline that is gonna make it easy for you to reach your goal. Like how do you
Well,
see that?
Islam's like a routine, so
Exactly. Yeah.
it changes the whole game. Like if you live without a routine, you're gonna follow your own desires, and then but Islam's like you have to pray 5 times a day. You gotta fast the whole month of Ramadan. You have to give what God has gave you in charity. So like it takes a lot from a person to be a practicing believer,
Hmm.
and it just sets like waking up early, like for Fajr prayer. Like
Yeah.
who wants to wake up at 4:40 in the morning? Like no one wants to wake
No.
up,
No.
but
That's true.
we but every successful person wakes up early to get work done.
Hmm.
And Islam, it's kind of like the secret message, but everything practiced in Islam has a higher meaning.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And like what's the name of that friend? Like one of your friend, like he's from Scotland.
Oh, Matthew.
His name is Matthew. You know, like the one that
Yeah,
like
Lord Bears.
exactly, yeah. And he keep talking about the like Sharia law. Like, what do you think of that?
So I think Sharia, like in the local sense, is really good. I
Hmm.
think families should keep each other accountable.
Right, exactly.
I don't know about it on a national scale just because leaders won't impose their own will on it.
Hmm.
And then you'll be like other Muslim countries that aren't successful. Like
Right.
you'll have like Iranian government or something like that.
Yeah.
I think Islam thrives best when free will. Like I really think having a democracy where people can express their faith is a really good thing.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's true. And what do you think of Andre Tate?
Uh, so I like how he says what he wants to say.
Hmm.
I don't agree with his old lifestyle, like
Hmm.
misusing women and
Hmm.
all that. Like I support him from an Islamic stance. Like he's one of our brothers. He got me interested in Islam, and I started working out because I watched his videos.
Right.
So he has a positive impact on me.
But like, how he misleading women? Like, how's that?
Like his old lifestyle, you know how he like go to parties and
Oh yeah,
stuff.
yeah, 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 yeah. I understand that. And what do you wish to non-Muslim to know about Islam?
But
Like, what do you wish like to not like to non-Muslim to know about Islam?
so for a non-Muslim, I'd say you have to know your higher purpose,
Mhm.
even if it's not a self-serving belief not to believe in God, because then you think you're here without purpose, you're gonna follow your desires, and you can try that, but it's not gonna feel good, and long enough you're gonna be looking for purpose again, and you need structure in your life because there's a lot of things that are gonna happen, like you're gonna have relationships and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and if you're doing stuff now for your desires, just think about your kids in the future, because if you are setting a bad example now, you're just going to make your kids in the same boat. So you should be setting the example, not just for yourself, but for others.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is 100% true. And like, where do you see yourself like for the next couple of years?
Dude, I'm so excited for the next couple years. So I'm going to try uploading to YouTube. I'm definitely going to be in the Air Force, most likely, inshallah.
Mhm, inshallah.
But I'd like to travel around, make travel vlogs, get stronger. I need to work out a lot more.
You
bro.
need, yeah, yeah. You need to get that muscle.
I'm also gonna be like collabing with other YouTubers, and I really want to start getting to the mosque.
Hmm.
I just want to see what all the Brotherhood's all about.
Yeah, like, and have you ever met some Muslim or not?
I know one. His name's Hanan. He goes to my school,
Oh,
but
like,
I have his phone number, but we haven't really seen each other outside of school.
oh wow, that's mashallah, man. That is really beautiful. And yeah, like, and I keep seeing you like reading Quran.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how do you feel like when you're reading Quran?
Dude, I when I first opened up the Quran, like after Al Fatiha, when you first read Al Baqarah, it's it like starstruck you. Like you're reading, and then it's saying like this is the book you found guidance, basically, and it starts going. It reminds me so much of reading the Bible, but it like clarifies the Bible, not like a preacher interpreting it for you. It's just like straightforward. This is God's word, and you don't need someone else's opinion. You don't need to ask them what did Jesus think or anything. It's literally just telling you straightforward what God wants for you, and it makes so much sense. Like it appeals to your fitra, your initial goodness, because you're like, yeah, there is one God. I do serve a higher purpose. I should dress modestly. I should fast. I should pray 5 times a day. Like we're literally just following the teachings of Jesus,
Right, that's
but we're
true.
not worshiping him.
Yeah, but like, how do you feel like your heart, like your soul, like like how do you feel? Because like so many people, like when they start reading Quran, they start have like that kind of feeling. Yeah, like
I
they
feel like
immediately
God's
like they want
talking
to
like directly.
exactly. Yep.
God's talking directly to you.
Yeah.
It's not like I feel good reading this. I feel bad because like in the Bible you'll read like the good verses and the verses we're not going to tell you about. But in the Quran it's like God's just telling you how it is, and it opened, especially like when God talks about Judgment Day. I'm like, I can imagine this.
Like, did you read like the whole Quran or not?
I'm on like I think Surah 80,
80.
70 or 80. So
Oh.
like I'm mostly done.
Oh, mashallah. Yeah, but like, how do you feel like when God talking about the day of judgment? It's a real thing.
I'm kind of scared for like other people because I know like the people around me they're thinking about short-sighted today. I'm gonna follow my desires. It's gonna feel good now, and then they're missing the bigger picture. Like when I was non-religious, I was missing the picture. But when God starts talking, like, no, you need to get your act together because you're only going to be here a day or a part of a day in the
Right.
big scheme of things. And I think that should make a lot of people worried. So, like, some verses I get really worried, like the Judgment Day verses, like when Satan speaks, like, you followed me instead of God, but my promise wasn't true.
Wow.
So I deceived you. Like, I know it's true. Like, all these actions we do have consequences, and Judgment Day like brings that out completely. But God throughout the whole Quran just appeals to like your initial goodness, your basic logic,
Right.
and you're like, this makes sense. So it feels good reading it because you know like everything being taught here is gonna help you. So it's kind of like a great daily reminder to just have around. It humbles you.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
makes it's amazing.
Yeah, but like, which verse like you like it most? The one that like you read it and it really try to make you think a lot.
I think the beginning of Al Baqarah always strikes me hard.
Yeah, I'm like, which one though? Like the one that is saying that like there's no doubt of this book.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like I was always searching for guidance, and like all the other books come up with like fancy stories, and like I can't apply this, but the Quran's so applicable. It's like, yes, this is the book, and here we're gonna give you some guidance now.
Yeah, that's true. And how's your family right now about you choosing Islam as your religion?
So they've been pretty accepting. My immediate family, broader, like outside of the household, it's been kind of mixed. Like when I was talking with Lord Bear, I told him about my grandma when she found out I converted, and the story basically was I was coming up to prayer time, and I had to pray, and we were at her house, and we weren't gonna leave her house, so I decided to pray, I said it in Arabic, and of course, as an American, there's so many misconceptions about Islam.
Right,
When you
exactly.
say
Yeah, right.
Allahu Akbar, then they're like, "That's a war chant." We're scared, and
Yeah.
it's just misunderstood.
Yeah.
But inshallah, like people wake up. Like
Yeah,
I think the YouTube channel's been like a good
Yeah.
source for people to
Yeah.
see what it's actually about.
Yeah, but like, why you think the media is trying to give the bad image for Islam? Like, why you think like
Well, because the world around you doesn't want the best for you. Like everything promoted, like we're in a public school, like everyone around you is like lazy and doing drugs. Like these people don't want the best for me. You'll go on the media and it's just talking bad news, bad news, bad news.
exactly?
So it like breaks you down almost. But with Islam, it's like, all right, we're going to improve you. We're going to make you a better person. We're going to teach you how to be successful. You're going to worship your creator all the way. And they don't like that because it contradicts the you need to work hard, go to college, and then work for the system until you die. Like, we're not serving them by being free thinkers.
Right? Yeah, yeah. Like, you're 100%.
Because no matter what happens in the world around us, we stick to our deen.
Exactly.
And they can't persuade us. And so we're a sore thumb.
And what do you think about interest?
It's terrible.
Because like I work in the banking system.
Yeah, but like interest, it gives money to people who don't deserve it. People take massive loans out to do like corrupt industries. And then it just inflates prices for literally like everyone that's normal. And then most people can't buy homes these days because some rich billionaire bought 1,000 homes and put all the prices up.
Exactly. And that's why like the media like don't want people like to get or like to accept Islam, because like the more you accept Islam, it will stay away from riba, interest, it will stay away like from drug, it will stay away from alcohol, like it will stay away from all of that thing.
Yeah, riba is terrible.
Yeah.
It also gives money to people who do nothing. Like you'll put $1,000 in a savings account, and they're like, here's an extra $40 from interest this year, and what I do to deserve it, while some other person was working to pay off their credit card debt to the bank.
Exactly. Yeah, like it's really worst thing. And what do you think about alcohol? Because like there's so many.
I never got into it.
You never got into it.
No, alcohol is terrible. Like I live in Ohio, and like the whole country culture of drinking and partying is like really big around here. So you'll have a guy wearing like a cross necklace, and then they'll be vaping and drinking alcohol. I'm like, what kind of religion is this?
Exactly.
You literally just do whatever you want. Do as thou wilt, as I say. Or Lord Bear taught me that one. But
yeah,
alcohol, there's no benefit to it. It's destroys your life. Like I tell my dad, literally just dump the beer. It's not gonna help you.
Yeah. Like, can you hook me up like with the like Lord Beer?
Yeah, I can hook you up.
Yeah. Okay. And how disciplined are you right now?
Islamic, I've prayed 5 times a day, read a chapter of the Quran daily.
Wow.
Working out, I've been a bum. I haven't worked out in 2 months. The exercise vlog was the first time I took a run.
You need to go back. You really need to go back. Yeah.
Yeah. When school's out, I'm gonna go full monk mode and start exercising again.
Yeah, but like
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Yeah, but like, and how do you see like before, like your life, like okay, like you was born like in a like Christian family, and right now like you got into Islam, and I know that like you have non-Muslim friend around you, and how your friend like feel right now, like how they see you.
Dude, every time we pass each other in the hallway, it's like Assalamu alaikum, and then he puts his hand on his heart, and everyone else I pass on the hallway is like giving me a middle finger, like flipping you off, and like laughing with their friends. Like
what?
The Brotherhood's a lot stronger than like regular culture. The culture's so broken. Like literally, so yesterday was prom at our school. I didn't go, and like there's a kid who was vaping in the restroom, and they laced his vape, and he passed out in the hallway. So he's in the hospital while everyone just goes to prom and does what they do there. and I made a quick short video about it. Like, why do I want to be around the people that don't care about me? Like the kid in the hospital, no one cares about him. They're enjoying their time
Exactly.
at prom.
Yeah. It be
Like
very,
I really prayed for that kid because like no one else was thinking about him.
wow. Yeah, I know that's really worse. And do you see yourself like for next 5 years having wife, having kid? Do you see yourself?
Inshallah, brother. Like,
I'm so excited for that life.
so I want to get out of the United States. Like, I don't think like I'm gonna be in the military. The military is not a place to raise a family,
Mhm, yeah, it's not.
and so I'm trying to get my skills and save some money and get out. Like, I want to be in an environment where my kids aren't gonna be surrounded by like drugs and casual sex. Like,
Right.
I want them to be in a place where they respect women, they work hard.
Exactly.
Like, I don't think the United States is the place to be for
Yeah,
that.
it's not, man. United States right now is decline. It's
Yeah.
decline. Yeah, but like, where do you see like you want to live most? Like in your
I gotta
future?
do my research, bro. So, like, a
Like-
big plan with the Air Force is to travel
Exactly.
and see
Yeah.
what's available. And once I find a place that's worth settling, like, my family's getting with me, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like me too. Yeah, like I don't see myself that having kid in this country.
Especially
Yeah.
in New York.
Yeah,
bro.
nah, man. In New York, it's worse, man.
I'm talking smack about America, but I'm literally on a farm. But
Yeah.
you're probably in like an apartment or somewhere like that, and you're surrounded by like 8
Look.
million other people.
Yeah, like you can't not
It's a
see,
different environment.
like you can't see like such a thing like in New York. Like you see like the view that you have right now, you can't. Yeah, like you step outside, like million of people like passing by.
Yeah, if I get tired of people, I just go home and I can film a video outside.
Right. Okay, but like how? Okay, like I know that like since like you convert to Islam, like you keep seeing like different people talking to you, like you always like meeting like a new friend. How's that
Yeah.
try to change your life?
So the Brotherhood, so I've been offered to go to mosque, meet people. So like I always wanted to travel, but I didn't know what I was gonna do while I travel. Like I don't know anyone in like Vietnam or Thailand. Like I don't know any of these people. So am I just gonna travel and do the boring tourist stuff, or am I gonna actually build a connection with the people here? And Islam's like bridge the gap of like human connection, because now I have some relatable to 2 billion other brothers and sisters in the world.
Right.
And then once you have a community, you can actually start building up like build a mosque or preach, and you'll have so many more friends. Like relationships are the second most important thing in this life after praising God. But if you don't have good relationships, you're gonna be a loner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And what do you think of Prophet Muhammad?
I haven't really looked into the prophet, but I know, like, just from a man's perspective, like, he was raised as an orphan. Then he basically pulled himself from the bootstraps and became a successful entrepreneur and merchant. And then he avoided, like, all of the, like, pagan rituals and
Right.
everything. So, like, I kind of think back to, like, oh, Muhammad avoided the degeneracy like I did by not going to prom. And like, this man's a strong man and he's a successful entrepreneur. So like, I really want to emulate Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And then he became like a successful war general, and he shared the word of God with everyone, and he didn't impose his own will, like his own will after like getting attacked by people for like his whole life would be like, I'm going to retaliate. But no, he doesn't retaliate. So he has discipline and he doesn't follow his desires. He's literally living a life that God told him to live. And his example, it's not like Jesus, because Jesus was given like special privileges, like he was born from a divine birth.
Right.
But like Prophet Muhammad's a like everyday dude that we can all become like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. SubhanAllah. And the Prophet Muhammad, yeah, like you really need to read more.
Yeah, I have his
Yeah.
biography on my bookshelf. I was thinking of reading it after I finish the Quran, inshallah.
Yeah, like you will love reading his book. No, like his like story is mashallah, man. And inshallah, I don't think, yeah, like, because, yeah, like you have, maybe like you have another interview, or like you got something to do, inshallah. But like, what are you trying to say before, like, we're gonna wrap up?
So I'd say everyone needs to start exploring religion. You need purpose. Don't take anyone's advice that you don't want to be like. Like if you're taking advice from someone out of fear that they're gonna take your job or anything away from you, don't fear the people. Be the people you want to be like. Like I want to emulate the Muslim Brotherhood. I want to have a strong community that respects each other. But you need to take advice from people you want to emulate. And if you don't do that, you're just gonna bow down to everybody, and there's only one worthy of bowing down to, and that's Allah. And you need to start finding Allah, because
Yeah.
anything else isn't gonna give you purpose.
Yeah. And if you got a chance right now, are you willing to come to New York for 2 days? Because I have.
Dude, I actually have some friends from New York. So I was part of the trading community, and
Hey, I will hook you
they're
up.
from Long Island, and I could meet all my stops there if I ever went there.
I'm like,
inshallah.
which company they work in? Oh, like which, like from like
So
the trade.
one's an air traffic controller, and the other one used to work for Robert Half, which is like the employment people.
Yeah. But like you say, yeah, like they're trading, right?
Yeah, they trade. So we have our own little trading system. It's called CanSlim. It's found by William O'Neill, and I have a whole book on it if you ever want to look into it. But the idea of it is risk management, invest in boom markets, stay out of like
No, see, yeah,
weak
like
market.
yeah,
like
yeah.
now you wouldn't be investing.
Yeah, it's the worst time right now to invest. Yeah, I'm like, and where's the other guy like from Boston? He's
Oh, Jesse Emerton.
yeah. Please hook me up with that guy too.
He's a good man. Bro.
Yeah.
I need to collab with him so much more often. Like I only met him on like YouTube like a week ago. Like someone in my live stream, he popped up in a live stream. I'm like, oh, it's Jesse Emerton, and like he's Jesse Emerton. He's like, he likes Tate. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look into.
Yeah, he
Jesse.
likes. Yeah, he like. Yeah.
When someone says they like Tate in the States, I know they're like Muslim.
Exactly. You're right.
They're matrix oriented. Like they're like, I don't want to be
Like-
in the current state I'm in. And so many people are complacent these
Like-
days. But when I was hooked up with Jesse Emerton, I'm like, dude, he's a go-getter. He's gonna be a millionaire when he's 20.
Yeah,
and
definitely. Yeah, I
he's
see.
gonna honor God his whole life. Like I know he's gonna be a good man. So
Yeah.
like I need to talk with him. Dude, I'll share whatever you want to know about him.
Please hook me up with those guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and yeah, like when like if you live in New York, right? If you see somebody, you will tell that, oh, this guy, he's Andrew Tate fan.
Oh, you can see him because they got like big muscles.
Exactly, they got big muscle, like they're
big
trying to
voices.
dress good. Yeah, like they're really into like their life, like they really take their life serious. And when you see someone lazy, and if you ask him, you know Andrew Tate? Nah, man, fuck that. Yeah, he's not into that. Brother John,
Yeah.
thank you so much. I have like another interview right now, maybe like next 10 minutes, inshallah. Then I'm gonna edit the video. I'm gonna send it back to you. And I'm
Alright.
asking one favor, please hook me up with those guys
Yes, sir.
and my channel.
Dude, you can have so many good interviews with them, bro. They're like-minded. Like they're really oriented.
Yeah,
So
because like
inshallah, like we can help everyone out here. Like
yeah,
we'll put a good word out. We'll
Yeah.
help your channel.
inshallah,
And
I love that, brother.
inshallah.
Allah, yeah, inshallah, yeah. Because like I'm really anti-metrics. Yeah, like I don't like metric because like I work in a banking system and I see that how those people like destroying people life.
My parents are career counselors. Like my mom works with like autistic kids, and my dad like finds like regular people jobs at his agency, and like he sees like every day like people who like threw their lives away, and he like talks back and forth. But I'm sure at the bank you see like firsthand how it all works.
Yeah, like man, like it's going crazy. And right now, like I don't like wish like see people like putting their money in a bank. It's a scam. Like the bank system is all scam. Why you want to put your money in the bank? Like the moment you put your money, $100 inside the bank, right? Like it's not your money.
Yeah, 90% gets invested.
The moment you put it, the second you put it, they give it to somebody else. Straightforward like that, and they're gonna make that money work, and you end up getting nothing. And they're the one that like going to decide if they want to give you the money back or not. You see the game, yeah, and people like don't want to understand the game. Like it's kind of crazy thing. Inshallah, we're gonna work together. We're gonna hook up. And when are you coming to New York? We're gonna get you the ticket because we have some beautiful brothers right here trying to talk to you, trying to meet you.
Dude, I'd really like to go. I don't.
This is like
know
for
when
2
I
days.
can. I'd really. So like, I'm
Because like we
over
have,
the summer.
I'm like, I'm John.
I'm yeah.
Like then like how many Muslim we have right here in New York? Like more than a million Muslim.
Probably 100,000.
Million
Million.
in New York.
Whoa,
Yeah, you go to the street, you see everybody's Muslim.
that's amazing.
White, black, Spanish, everybody's Muslim right here in New York.
Yeah, you know when everyone talks about the demographics, they're like, "Oh, the Muslims are gonna be the future." I'm like, that's a good thing, bro.
Exactly, yeah. And if you see it, the Muslim is like right now, like Europe like is going like yeah, people like just getting into Islam like this.
It's gonna change the whole culture. Like all the people that follow their own desires, like they don't have children, so their ways are gonna pass away. But when family values are gonna start being installed, and they have big families that take care of each other, it's gonna be so good for the world.
But like, why you think that? Yeah, I'm just trying to wrap up the channel, but I see like so many
I'm
things.
sorry, I keep
No,
going
yeah, no, I love that. I love that. I know, yeah. But like, why you think like so many people like trying to get into Islam right now? Like, what's like why?
The lifestyle is so different. Like the world around us doesn't want the best for us, but you're thinking and you want the best for you. And Islam, it sets the standard of how you want to be. So people are emulating the lifestyle, and then along the way they find out it's the truth. This is what God wants for you. God wants you to be happy, and He wants you to have a beautiful family.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's 100% right. And how do you see like for the next 10 years? How do you see Islam like?
Oh, it's gonna be growing, especially in America. Like, there's so many. Like, first the young men like Jesse, Matthew, and I. Like, we're all like, we're kind of like the pioneers of like Islam for like, basically like white people. Like, they don't know anything about Islam.
Islam, all right.
They're all fed like the Fox News narrative, but once like the men start taking charge of their lives, like it's gonna start emulating through communities, because we're gonna be like the ones holding the families, and we're gonna be the generation of the Muslim families with like 10 kids.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think that like for the next 10 years, 20 years, so many people like they'll end up like having no family, like having no kid, having no wife. Then they will start waking up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm too late. Yeah, like let me get into Islam. Yeah, because like the system right now just trying to push people. Yeah, like into
work harder.
Yeah, like work hard, like follow your desire, like be this. Yeah, like it's okay to be man. It's okay to be
I feel bad for young men because the culture around us, like, it's made women like undesirable at this point. Like,
yeah, right.
Why would I go for women if they're gonna cheat on me? They're gonna take half my assets. But the whole culture is broken on that level. But when like Islam instills family values and standards for people, it's going to change that whole dynamic. Then people can start having families young again and just building up families when they're in their peak of life, and just start helping others.
But like, why do you think the government like does not want people to have kids anymore?
So like, I don't really understand why, because it's not in their interest long term. It I think it's just like short sighted like policy making. Like
Mhm.
you know, like everyone wants to print more money, just fund this, fund that, but they just see it as like a fleeting gain. Like, oh, I can take advantage of my business opportunity if everyone's addicted to social media. Like, there's so many like hands in the pot. Like so many like special interests looking for a short-term gain that
Mhm.
it influences our policy. And I don't think it's like any one individual, like our president, that's like telling like please make people worse. It's just everyone, like all the lobbyists are literally just making the system work for them, and there's no like actual morals left in it.
Yeah, and yeah, I think yeah, like there are other people that who push this. Yeah, like I'm not the real white American. Like there are other people that who are above this, that they're just trying to make like this
I think
country.
it's all like the corporate CEOs that are like they're like we're gonna give $1 billion to Washington if they